Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Love and Money Live. We are here live in our studio for our radio show, the Money Couple Radio Show. It's been so fun. We just taped 3 shows. It was great. Be sure to listen, especially if you're in Denver or online. So excited.
We're on Denver's Money Talk, which is 1690 AM. And then we're also on
The Word.
94.7
FM. That's right. So great to be with you today. And today we're going to talk about why you need to come clean with those money lies and how to do it. You know, sometimes you're like, okay, I know I need to be telling them this. I'm lying about money, honey. But how do you do it? And what do you do? And what are the steps? And we actually have 4 simple steps for you to take. And it can really be a game changer for your relationship when you come clean. It just feels so good. It's not always easy, right?
It's not always easy.
It's not always easy. But it's really, really important to do.
You know, it was funny. We were actually in a boardroom about 8 years ago. And we were talking about, like, what word fits lying, cheating, hoarding, you know, couples disagreeing about money and all that stuff. And I think it was you said, yeah, it's like financial infidelity. And we all laughed, and then we all kind of got like, oh,
that's a
what
word.
A great term. So I got online right away, called our attorney and said, is there any way to trademark financial infidelity? And he's like, well, let me see if I can do it. Because I thought, man, if there was a way for us to trademark financial infidelity, that would be awesome. And then I literally that night turned on the television, and it was Dr. Phil, and the name of his show was Financial Infidelity. So I was like, I guess we're not going to trademark that one. But that's what financial infidelity, it creeps in relationships, and it makes a mess of them.
It does. All right, so here are the 4 steps to take if you are committing financial infidelity and you want to come clean. We love coming clean. Feels so good. All right. So first of all, do some soul searching.
Yeah, and I think with a point that we're trying to make here is there is a reason that you're committing financial infidelity. It might be fear. It might be,
Anger.
I'm scared. It might be angry. I want this. I'm sick of working so hard and not being able to spend my money. It might be a huge one is resentment.
Ooh.
If you're resentful in a relationship, and that happens a lot. And the 4th one is shame. Like, if you've been shamed, why do you always spend so much money? Well, finally you get to a point where you're just like, forget it. I'm just going to spend the money on my term. So see, maybe one of those 4 actually really applies to you and actually is moving you in that direction of financial infidelity.
That's right. All right. We're Scott and Bethany Palmer, the Money Couple, and today we're talking about 4 steps to take to come clean if you're lying about money to your spouse. And so the second step is to remind yourself that you are confessing to the person that you can trust.
Right.
You made a commitment to this person for the rest of your life. And if you've got to trust them, if you don't trust them, then there's some other issues, but you have to trust them that they'll understand, that they'll work through it together, but there has to be that, you have to know that there's that foundation of trust. That's super important.
Yeah, I love that one.
That's right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump in.
That's
I'm excited about this next one because this is like Captain Obvious just entered the room, but it's the one that everybody wants to ignore, and they always act shocked. So point number 3 is be prepared for the other person to be angry.
Yeah.
They're going to be mad. They're not going to be like, oh, sugar
Aww.
plum. Don't worry about that secret credit card. Don't worry about that secret stash of cash. It's all good in the hood. No, you are not going to hear that. They are going to be angry. They are going to react.
And you got to let them.
And you got to let them, and you got to know it's coming. So, numb yourself a little bit. But what I would suggest that you not do is try to go into instant defense mode. Because I know, like, when someone's mad at me, I just go into instant defense mode. Whereas if I'm ready for a little bit of wrath, if I'm ready for a little bit of anger, I can let them stew in it a little bit, and I can actually let them recover in the process.
That's right. So we're Scott and Bethany Palmer, the Money Couple, and today we're talking about 4 steps to confessing financial infidelity and to do it in a way that can bring you together instead of tear you apart. And the first one is do some soul searching. The second step is to remind yourself that you're confessing to the person that you trust.
And you love.
That's right. The third step is to just be prepared. Be prepared for some anger. Say you understand, because you do understand. It's just, it can happen.
A little bit of wrath.
That's right.
It's coming your way.
All right. And step number 4 is don't delay. All right? Don't delay. Now, do it today. You know, if you this is something that you know that you've done, do it today. But here's how you can actually have the conversation. You can, and it's really good to warn the person a little bit beforehand instead of just getting to them cold. Say, you know what, honey, I got some things that I want to talk to you about, and they're really important and they mean a lot to me. When would be a good time to talk about them? So that way that you're not just springing it on them, but you're preparing them. They might say, well, let's talk about right now because they want to get it over with. Or they might be like, well, you know, I'm so tired. Can we just talk about it tomorrow? Great. Let's talk about it. How about tomorrow? Let's go for a walk. And it's often really good to be doing it like when you're walking and not just sitting down and being all intense. That's just a really nice, I don't know, we've just found whenever we have something serious that we want to talk to each other about, we go for a walk. And it's just nice. It's just a nice way to not be quite so intense, and usually a little bit more open when you do that. But if you warn the person, you don't delay, do it today, and make sure that you have that little bit of cushion or warning there around, and say, you know what, I know this is not easy for me to tell you, and so I'm going to tell you, but I also have some thoughts of how we can work through it. So you're not just giving the problem, but you're also going to give some solutions. So don't delay, but when you don't delay, do it while you're warn them, do it while you're doing something like a walk, and also give the actual way that you're going to work through it as a suggestion. Don't just sit there and make them figure it all out. You come with solutions.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Hey, we're all about making relationships awesome.
That's right.
And sometimes in making relationships awesome, you have to do some confession, and you have to get your hands dirty. And I know the 25 times that she's come to me with this very subject has gone really well using these 4 points. I'm just kidding. It was more like 18. Anywho.
That's right.
Hey, we're Scott and Bethany.
I've admitted to financial infidelity. I'll admit it. I have.
We're Scott and Bethany Palmer. Yeah. We're in this with you.
Yes, we are.
And this community that we have is just amazing.
Isn't it?
You can come back from mistakes.
Yep.
There is grace abounding in every relationship.
Amen. Honey.
And so make it happen today.
Yep.
Go out there. Just get it over with. And use these 4 points to make your relationship even stronger. Hey, you guys are amazing. We love you. Go out there, and as always, make it happen.